Today we are going to discuss Carnot map or K-map. Last class we have been discussing Boolean algebra, how to simplify all those things, right? This is another technique which is more simple than your Boolean algebra. Let us look at it. First we'll take a truth table. The logic circuit we are going to design, the truth table we have taken. First instance we have taken a two input situation. A and B are the two inputs and you can write any desired output you require. So this is your truth table. For these many inputs, wherever you need a high input, you put it in the truth table. So now we have a truth table according to which we have to design a logic circuit. So how to make it a simple circuit? For that, another technique is the Carnot map or K-map. For that, what you have to do is you have to make a table like this. Look at the input here. If 0 is the input, it is A complement. If 1 is the input, it is A. 0 for B means it is B complement. 1 means it is B. So you'll make a table like this. Write it here, B complement B, A complement A. First you'll write A complement in the vertical, A complement A, B complement B. Now you have to look at the products in which you get the high output. This is 0, this is 0, this is 1. That means you will get an output 1 when this is the product. What is the product here? It will be A, B complement. Is it not? Output is 1. Here the input is A is 1 means it is A. B is 0 means it is B complement. So where you have the combination A, B complement, you have a high output. So you will have to write A, B complement. You will have to look at the position where you have A, B complement. This is A, this is B complement. So you got A, B complement is 1. So I have entered the high value here. Next combination where I get a high output is input A, input B. So the product is AB. So where I have the AB combination, that is, this is A, this is B. So here I got a 1 as output. So this makes your Carnot map. First I'll tell you how to make a Carnot map. Then we'll be grouping it and simplifying it. So this is the Carnot map in this case. Now let us look at another case. I have written down the inputs. Input will always be representing like this. Now the desired output. So this is your truth table. I have written down 1, 1, 1, 0. So this is the desired output for the logic which circuit I am designing. So now again write down this table. You are going to draw the Carnot map. This is the Carnot map. So again A complement A, B complement B. Now we have to look at the inputs where you have high. This is high input. That means the product is A complement B complement. A complement B complement 1. I have written down the output. Then A complement B is also 1. A complement B 1. A B complement is 1. A B complement. I have written down 1. A B 0. I have entered the value 0 over here. So this is how you make a Carnot map. This is a two input circuit in which you have the Carnot map. This is also corresponding to this. Wherever the output is not high, you will put it as 0. So it is simple. You can draw this table, write down in a vertical manner, you will write A complement A, horizontal you will write B complement B. Then wherever you have high input, you enter. For the product 1 you enter, the others you keep it 0. Now let us take the case of a 3 input. So one example I have given you for the 2 input which we have discussed already. I have written down the outputs. So how will I write this Carnot map in the 2 input case? This will be A complement A. Here I can write B complement B. So I have the output high when The product is A complement B complement. A complement B complement is high. Then the next high is A B complement. A B complement, that is high. All others are 0. So you can simply write it. So it is so easy to construct a Karnaugh map. Next is a 3-variable Karnaugh map. You have the inputs A, B, C. So I'll write down the first two, A, B along the vertical, C along the horizontal. Again, I make a table like this. Here C is C complement C. Next, how to vary this? First I'll write down A complement B complement. Then A complement I'll keep it same. B complement becomes B. Only one you can change. You cannot simultaneously go from A complement B complement to the next stage AB. You have to write down in this order itself. A complement B complement. Now one of the inputs is changing. Here B complement is changing to B. In the next case I have kept B same. A complement is changing to A. Again A B complement. So I got all the combinations over here. Now similar to the previous case, let us write down. Inputs are there, output. Let me write down the output. Let me keep this 1. This is 0. This is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So this is the desired output I should get in the or my truth table. Now let us see for what all combinations you have the output high. A complement B complement C is 1. A complement B complement C complement. So here I'll get a 1. A complement B complement C complement in this position. Now I get a 1 here, that is A complement. This is A complement. This is B. This is C complement. So A complement B C complement. That means at this position again I'll get 1. Now this is 0. Next combination is this, that is A B complement C complement. A B complement C complement. This is 1. A B complement C complement. Now next is this. This is A B complement C. A B complement C. This is also 1. All others are 0. So I can simply enter 0 in all other positions. So now the Karnaugh map is ready. Similarly, you can try. I have again written down a 3-input case. All the possible input values I have written down. You can write your own desired output and correspondingly you write down the Karnaugh map. If I get 2 ones nearby, I can group this. This will form a pair. This is forming a pair. If I am having 4 inputs, suppose in the case of this 2 zeros I am having 1 1. All these 4 I can group together, it will form a quad. Now let us take the case of a 4-variable map. I have A, B, C, D as the 4 variable. I can write down A, B variables along the vertical, C, D variables along the horizontal. Just like you did for the 3-input case itself, you can do for the 4-input case. Now let me write down the inputs, the truth table. The inputs are there, truth table. Let us take this as 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. You can write down whatever combination you want. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the output or the truth table I expect of a particular circuit. So how to map it? Again let us see which input you are getting high. This you are getting high input. So it is A complement B complement C complement D complement is the product. A complement B complement C complement D complement. So I'll get a 1 here. The next one is here. That is A complement B complement C D complement. A complement B complement C D complement. So it will come here. A complement B complement C D complement. Next is this one. That is A complement B C complement D complement. A complement B. Yes, A complement B, C complement D. A complement B, C complement D. That is here I'll get a 1. A complement B, C complement D. Yes. Sorry, this is 0. So 1, 2, 3. This is okay. This is done. This is A complement B, C complement D complement. A complement B, sorry, C complement D complement, right? A complement B, C complement D complement. So that will come A complement B, C complement D complement. Here, this is 0. Next one is coming here. This is A, B complement, C complement, D complement. A, B complement, C complement, D complement. Here. Next is here. This is A, B complement, C, D. A, B complement, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the high inputs we have entered. In all other places you will put 0. So this is your Karnaugh map for the 4 variable input. Now pairs, chords and octets. I have simply drawn a Karnaugh map for a 4 input case. If I am having 2 ones nearby, I can group together. This is grouping. This is one pair, this is another pair. If I have 4 inputs together like this 4 together will become a quad. If I have 8 ones nearby which can be grouped, it forms an octet. The advantage of this pairing is again simplification. If you look at this case, horizontal case alone, the output will be y equal to A complement B, C complement D plus A complement B, C, D. Is it not? This one corresponds to A, B, C complement D plus A, B complement C, D. So this is the output for this horizontal case. I have written down the expression. According to Boolean algebra, when you simplify, you can take the common factors outside. So you get A complement BD into C complement plus C. C complement plus C is 1. So this becomes A complement BD. This is simplification using Boolean algebra. But using Karnaugh map, when you simplify, you can simply look at this map. Here you are seeing that this is a pair. In this pair, which variable is changing? Here A complement B is remaining same in both cases. Then C complement D and CD. D is remaining same. The changing variable is C complement. Here it is varying from C complement to C. So whichever variable is changing, that can be dropped. You are dropping that from the expression. When you drop that from this expression, what you get? You get A, B, C complement is dropped. So it will becomes A complement B, D plus A complement B, D. It is the same as A complement B, D. So you got the output A complement B, D. Simply by looking at the Karnaugh map itself, you can simplify. Again, one more simplification is possible here when you take the entire design. Similarly, in the case of quad also, when you have the variables changing like this, whichever variable is changing, in this case, if you look at this, B is changing to B complement, A is remaining same. So when you write down the expression, you can try writing down the expression. You can drop this variable which is changing. This is dropped. When you look at this, here it is C complement D, it is C complement, this is C complement D complement, this is C complement D. So here the changing variable is D. So D also can be dropped from this expression when you write down the expression. Next is octet. Octet means 8 ones grouped together. Here also whichever parameter is changing from complemented to uncomplemented form can be dropped from the Boolean expression. That is the advantage of a Karnaugh map. You can group using, suppose I am having a map like this. Just write on this one. Completely you can write. Suppose I am having ones like this. Like this I am having some zeros here. I can group this along with this. That is called rolling. That means if this is a piece of paper, if you roll that paper, this and this and this and this will come together. You can roll it and group. Similarly, you can roll and group if you have ones like this. This can be rolled to meet this portion. So this will again form another quad. This can again form another quad. This also will form a quad. So rolling is possible. So that way also you can group. Further simplification I'll tell in the next class.